Happy Father's Day. I'm finally doing a special Father's Day movie collection. I got a shitload of them. So here we go. Alright guys, first movie I have, father type of movie, After Earth with Will Smith. This is the one that wasn't really good. Everyone said that the chemistry between these two wasn't that good. But it's still like a father and son movie. The good movie, Pursuit of Happiness, is the good chemistry between these two in a movie. Really good movie. They basically become homeless together and they have to live on the streets. Let's see. Enemy Mine. Good movie. He has takes care of this alien kid that like becomes his son and everything. Really good movie. Let's see. Waterworld. Kevin Costner plays kind of a father role to the mother and daughter that come on his boat, if you guys remember that. Next movie, What Dreams May Come, Robin Williams. In this movie, he dies and goes to heaven. His son dies and goes to heaven, and they kind of reunite, but the mother doesn't make it because she commits suicide. The New Daughter. This movie's about, I think, Kevin Costner's daughter dies, and then she comes back and, like, haunts him or something like that. I don't know. Some shit like that. I don't remember that one. Taken 2. I don't know what happened to my Taken 1, but everyone knows about this one. Father trying to get his daughter back. Great movie. I got The Fan. Wesley Snipes, Robert De Niro. This movie basically, Robert De Niro stalks this baseball player and his son. So basically Wesley Snipes' son gets kidnapped by Robert De Niro, and then the father's trying to get the son back. Great movie. Domestic Violence. I think this movie's about a dad trying to protect his kid from Vince Vaughn. Or no, maybe it's the other way around. Let's see. Fear. Every dad's worst nightmare. Your daughter gets with a stalker obsessive boyfriend. Good movie. Father against daughter's boyfriend. And then I got Trade. This movie's about Kevin Kline. I think his daughter's son is killed, and then he ends up helping somebody else that's like stuck in a sex trade slave thing or something. Good father movie, kicking ass, taking revenge. Next movie I have, guys, is Normal. I think he's a father in this movie, but after they raise their kids and everything, he wants to become a woman. Kind of stupid, but... And then I got some drama movies now. Whole bunch. For Richer or Poor with Jack Lemmon. Great movie about a father and son. Good drama movie. The Bronx Tale. This is a really good movie about a father and son. Sorry about that, guys. Like I was saying, The Bronx Tale. This is a really good movie about Robert De Niro's son. He doesn't want his son to basically become friends with like the neighborhood like drug dealer and everything. So it's a really good movie. I love this movie. And then this movie isn't like a father and son movie, but I think Prince does one of the best acting jobs in the beginning of the movie. His dad is like an alcoholic. He beats his wife, beats Prince's mother in the movie, and there's a really good scene in this movie of when the dad's beating the mom. He's all drunk, and Prince has to go in there, and he's crying and everything. It's one of the best scenes ever. Alright, guys, let's see. It Runs in the Family. This movie right here is about father taking his sons out. Oh no, you got the dad, the grandfather, and the son in this one going on a fishing trip. Let's see. Walter Matthau's Koch. This movie is about old dad, grandpa. I don't know that much about that one. I got it because it has Walter Matthau. The Doctor. This movie is about a father who is a doctor and he realizes he has cancer. I talked about this one in my cancer movie video. Kramer vs. Kramer. This is one of the best Father's Days movies you can possibly find. Kramer vs. Kramer. Great movie about him and his son, and I think I forgot this one, but it's one of the best dramas there is out there. Let's see. I Know My First Name is Steven. This was a TV movie about a dad and mom whose son, I think, goes missing and stuff, and then they get reunited and stuff. I think that's what that one's about. Evelyn. This movie is one of my favorite movies of all time. Pierce Brosnan. The mother's trying to take the kids away from him, take the custody away, or I think the mother dies, and then they give him a hard time about taking custody of the kids because he's a dad. That's kind of messed up. But I watched this movie tons of times. One of my favorite movies. Great court drama movie. Should have went in my court dramas too. It has some good court scenes. Dwayne Hopeland, I think. Yeah. This is one of my favorite movies too. This is kind of a sad drama about a dad because he's an alcoholic dad. He works at the casino. He lost his wife. He lost his kids. And his life just is going downhill. This movie is depressing as shit. Let's see. My Family, also known as Mi Familia, or some shit like that. I don't know. That was a bad impression. But, yeah, I mean, it's My Family, so it has dads and grandpas in it. Another Latin drama movie, La Mission. This movie is a really good movie about San Francisco. Benjamin Bratt, I think, plays the father of a kid in San Francisco that turns out to be gay. So that's a good movie. Staying Together, Sean Astin, great movie. Right here. I think the dad basically sells the family-owned restaurant business that they've been working at since they were kids, so they have to deal with that. Great movie. Any Day Now. This movie's about the kid with Down syndrome, and a gay couple tries to adopt him, and they give him a really hard time, and they become like the best dads for the kid, but it's a really sad ending. I talked about this movie before. Love After Death. Walter Matthau plays the father of John Stamos. Great drama movie. The Long Way Home. Jack Lemmon. Same thing. He plays the dad in this movie. Nobody's Fool. Paul Newman plays the grandfather and the dad in this movie. Who's kind of... he doesn't take any shit. Let's see. Folks. Tom Selleck plays the son, and he plays the dad. He's kind of a senile dad, kind of like the last couple movies I've been showing you. Anchor Bay. Here's Dad. I mean, obviously this is a Father's Day movie. Tom Selleck, Ted Danson, Jack Lemmon. Father, son... No. Grandpa, father, son. Yeah. Good movie. Good drama movie. Alright guys, now we're going to get to my comedy movies now. So let me try to go fast. I want to get this all done in one video. Let's see. Robin B. Hood. Jackie Chan has to take care of this kid, kind of play the father role. Liar Liar. Great movie with Jim Carrey. He plays the dad that's always lying, and then he something happens where he can't lie anymore. Great movie. Father and Scout. Bob Saget. Great movie. Great movie. About a father taking his son on a camping trip and everything, and he really doesn't like the outdoors. He's kind of a dorky father. Over the Top, one of the best father and son movies of all time. This was my favorite movie when I was a kid. About arm wrestling. Stallone picks his kid up from, I think he's in like an institution or military school or something, and he takes him, he's a trucker, and he takes him along with him as a trucker, and arm wrestling and all that shit. RV, Robin Williams. Good family movie. He plays the dad. Great Outdoors. About two dads. They go on a camping trip and all that. Good movie. Let's see. Fly Away Home, about a father and daughter. So this is like a Father's Day movie. Miss Doubtfire, we all know that. You know what happens to that dad. Great movie. Dutch, great movie. It's not really a dad movie, but, you know, he has to take care of this stuck-up kid. One of my favorite movies. So it's kind of a Father's Day movie. Funny About Love with Gene Wilder. Great movie. The Odd Couple 2. These guys get reunited. Felix and Oscar get reunited in this movie because Walter Matthau's son marries Jack Lemmon's daughter. So it's a great movie. Let's see. Honky Tonk Man. This is Clint Eastwood and Clint Eastwood's son. What About Bob? Everyone knows What About Bob. Richard Dreyfuss is the dad in this movie that's kind of an asshole until he meets Bill Murray, and then, you know, he drives him nuts. Hook. Robin Williams basically plays like the dorky father who goes on this big adventure and becomes Peter Pan in Neverland and shows his kids that he's not a dork anymore, kind of. Let's see. Uncle Buck. Great movie. Kind of a Father's Day movie. I would say John Candy plays a good role as a father figure. Mr. Mom. Michael Keaton. I guess he's like becoming Mr. Mom for some reason. That one was when I was born. 83. House Guest. I don't know. This is kind of a Father's Day movie to me because Phil Hartman's a father, and then he meets Sinbad, and then he kind of comes out of his shell when he meets Sinbad, and he becomes a better dad. Let's see. Like Father, Like Son. Kirk Cameron. The father and the son switch roles in this one. This is a hard movie to find. Let's see. My Father, the Hero. Great Father's Day movie. Meet the Parents. The next pile of movies are kind of, they have like a theme. You know, it's basically the dad is pissed because the boyfriend's with the daughter. Like My Father, the Hero. Just like Meet the Fuckers. And I don't know, I have Meet the Parents, but I couldn't find that one. The In-Laws. Albert Brooks, Michael Douglas. Click. One of the best Father's Day father and son scenes is in this movie that's really sad. It almost made me cry. Let's see. Father's Day. Of course, Father's Day, guys. This is one of my favorite movies. Basically, a woman loses her son, and she calls these guys and pretends that it could be their son just to get these guys to go and look for her son. Great movie. Let's see. Mall Cop 1 and 2. Bill Blart plays a great dad in this movie to his daughter. Kind of a cool one for Father's Day. Let's see. And then I got all the Look Who's Talking. Look Who's Talking 1. I saw that in summer camp in Vineland. Look Who's Talking 2. And Look Who's Talking Now. And the light went off. Hold on. Get some light in there. Let's see. Daddy Daycare. I mean, can't get more Father's Day than that. 3 Men and a Little Baby. 3 Men and a Little Lady. They kind of have to become like fathers. They're all fathers to the daughter in this movie. Saw that with my dad when I was a kid. And the next couple movies are ones that are my dad's favorite and ones that I kind of watched with him when I was a kid. So, they're not really like Father's Day movies, but City Slickers. I have both versions with the deleted scenes. City Slickers 2. And, let's see. Ghostbusters, watched that with my dad when I was a kid. Gone Fishing, watched that with my grandfather. We enjoyed that together. Let's see. And these are, and the next ones are kind of my dad's good favorite movies that I remember he liked. Robinson Crusoe with Pierce Brosnan. That's a great one. All dads like that. Most dads like Moby Dick movies. I got both versions, the original 56 one and the TV version with the guy from Star Trek, which my dad loves Star Trek. Medicine Man, one of his favorites. Cadillac Man, I remember he liked that one, but I couldn't watch it because it was R. But that's it. That was my Father's Day movies, and yeah. If you guys think I'm forgetting any, let me know. But that was a shitload of Father's Day movies, guys. So, yeah, I had to do this for Father's Day because I'm Spy Cat. And I spent an hour looking through freaking like 3,000, 4,000 movies I looked through and found all the ones that would kind of be like Father's Day movies. So that's it, guys. Hey guys, it's Spy Cat. If you guys saw the last video, it was my Father's Day type of movies, dad movies. I threw in some of my dad's favorite movies, but I realized there's a shitload of dad, father type movies in my collection. So to tell you the truth, guys, part 1 was only half of the movies. I got another pile here that's like 60 more movies. So, I don't want to leave any out, guys. So, and I just want to say, I was looking for Father of the Bride and Father of the Bride 2. I guess I sold those. I guess I don't have them in my collection. So, before you guys say, what about Father and the Bride? I had it. Or I have it and I just can't find it. So, let me get started. Let's get started, guys. Alright. First movie, Bob the Butler. This movie isn't like a... I mean, to me this is a father's dad type of movie. Just because... Tom Green is a butler for this one family and of a mother and her son, and for some reason that the mom doesn't really have a husband or a boyfriend, so Tom Green is kind of like a dad figure. He kind of reminds me of a dad figure in this movie. I don't know why, he just does. Little Miss Marker, I can't remember if Walter Matthau's the dad in this or just like he's using this kid to, like, win races or something. I don't know. Kind of a Father's Day type of movie. This one's actually for the girls out there. This is kind of a Father's Day for, like, your daughter type of movie. The Rock plays the dad of this daughter, his daughter, and a really cute movie. I like that one. Saw that in the theater. Flash of Genius. This is the movie about the guy who thought of the windshield wipers and somebody stole his idea. He plays a dad in this movie, so you know the son's in there. It's not really like about the father and son, but he's still like a dad, and the family unit's there and all that shit. Family unit? What the fuck am I talking about? Okay. Mrs. Lambert Remembers Love. I think this is about Walter Matthau's daughter, like getting married or something like that. So he's like a grandfather and dad in this. Jackie Chan's Drunken Master. This movie, Jackie Chan and his father, in this movie, his father is the one that teaches him kung fu and everything, the kicking ass stuff. So Jackie Chan in this movie is kind of an alcoholic, and his dad, there's this part where his dad just is fed up with him and he just beats the crap out of Jackie Chan and says, I don't want, basically shunning Jackie Chan because of his drinking and everything. And he actually tries to fight his dad all drunk and everything. And it's a really good scene. The acting that Jackie Chan does with the dad in this movie is one of the best acting roles I've seen Jackie Chan really act. Let's see. And then these movies are, you know, your dad's Santa Claus. That's why I chose these movies. Like I said in my other previous kids movies, the other two movies suck. I'm not going to watch 2 and 3, but 1, you know, it's just the best dad. He's Santa Claus, you know what I mean? Let's see. Next movie, Jungle to Jungle. Basically, Tim Allen's not the dad, if I remember correctly, but he basically has to take care of this kid that was like, oh no, it is his son. I think it is his son. And like he has to take care of his son but his son's like lives with the mother in like Africa, so he's like a jungle boy or something. He's all weird, and then he goes to the city and lives with the dad, who's like a lawyer and everything, and he's all crazy, and Tim Allen can't really control him, kind of thing. Good movie, cute movie. Not like Clifford where he can't control him, but in like a Disney way, so it's all clean fun. World's Greatest Dad. This is the movie that I said I forgot. Robin Williams. His son commits suicide. In a really weird way. If you guys know about this movie, his son commits suicide in the beginning of the movie by like whacking off and choking himself. It's really weird movie. But Robin Williams, when he finds his son dead in the beginning of the movie, how he's crying and holding the son is like one of the best. A really great acting scene in that movie. Let's see. I got a crap load, guys. Broken Flowers. This is about Bill Murray. He realizes he has a daughter or son, I can't remember, and he goes out and tries to get to know her or him. I forgot which one. Kind of a drama comedy. Courageous. This is a really good movie. This is a Christian type of movie from Pureflix. Put this one out. Basically, all these guys are, I think, firemen? Are they firemen? No, they're policemen. They're policemen, and they basically make a vow between, they're all friends, they're all policemen, they all, you know, and they realize that their job's really dangerous, they could get killed any day, so they make a vow to be like really better fathers, better husbands to their wives and everything. It's a really good-hearted movie with a Christian feel to it. The same people that made War Room, the same people that made Fireproof with Kirk Cameron. Ransom, well, give me back my son. Yeah, someone took his son. Father's Day thriller type of movie. One Good Cop. This is a good movie from, I think, 1990 or, no, 1989. Michael Keaton plays a cop, and I think his brother like gets killed in the line, or no, his partner gets killed in the line of duty, and him and his wife are pretty much take in his two daughters, I think, and they become like parents to take care of the police guy that got shot. Kids, I think it's daughters. The Horseman. This movie's brutal. This movie is like Taken, but like even more violent. This movie, I think his daughter gets raped and killed, like in a porno or something. She does too much coke, and they kind of take advantage of her, and she overdoses. And it's a vigilante movie. He wants to, you know, find anyone who has to do with the porn industry and these porn flicks, and who got her the coke, and he just tortures them. Great movie. Sudden Death. This movie's a great father-son movie. Jean-Claude Van Damme plays the dad. I think the parents are divorced, so he takes the son out to a hockey game, and then the hockey game gets terrorists go in there and kind of take over the whole stadium, and they want money, and he's trying to basically, you know, save the day as Van Damme. This is a really good movie. I love this movie when it came out. Let's see, guys. Let's see. The War at Home. I talked about this movie. I don't know if I talked about this in part 1. I don't think so, though. But, you know, he's back from Vietnam, and he goes home for Thanksgiving, and the parents expect it to be normal, but he's war traumatized. He has, like, war trauma from Vietnam. So that's, you know, family thing. I'm throwing family movies in there because Emilio Estevez and Martin Sheen, his real dad in real life, to this movie. It's a really, the acting in this, it should have won an Academy Award because, I mean, they go at it in that movie. East of Eden. This is a really good movie. I remember that James Dean's trying to, like, his dad, like, never, like, is pleased with him, so he's trying to win his dad to like him and stuff, because he really doesn't. And then I think his dad is on his deathbed, and it's a good father and son movie. I don't remember much about it. Midnight Express is a great father movie because he goes in jail, and the dad tries and tries and tries to get him out. He got arrested in another country. He's in a prison in somewhere where it's really messed up, and the dad's just trying to get him out, get him out, get him out. And good father and son chemistry in that one. That Evening Sun, this movie, I don't know if he's a dad, but this is just a dad type of movie. Basically, he's an old guy, and then these young people try to take his land away from him. They buy his house. I think he can't afford the mortgage, so these young people buy his house, and they're just messing his house up, not respecting the property. So he basically goes there and basically, you know, if I can't live there, you guys can't live there either, and he doesn't take any crap. John Q, we all know this is a great father-son one. His son needs, I think, some kind of transplant, and within a few hours, like a new heart, I think. And he takes the hospital hostage till he can get that heart transplant because his insurance doesn't cover it. He can't afford it, so he does what he has to do. Paul Walker, Hours, great father and son movie. Paul Walker is in a hospital when this is about when the tsunami came and took over the town, and his son's on a life respirator. Like it has to be on this plugged in to live. So the hospital gets evacuated, and he refuses to leave because if he leaves, then he has to, you know, the son has to be on this like heart monitor thing to live. So this is a great movie. If you haven't seen that. Bad News Bears. Let me get some light, because the light went off, so I gotta open the window. Alright guys, Bad News Bears, Walter Matthau, great movie. He's not really a dad, but this is like a dad movie though. My Baby's Daddy, we all know this one. They all become baby's daddy. Baby's daddies, they all become daddies. Some shit like that. Harry and the Hendersons, great movie. You know, what's his name? The guy, Third Rock from the Sun guy, I think. He plays a good part of the dad in this movie. I like it. Good family dad type of movie. Clifford. We all know about Clifford. Great movie. It's not really a dad movie. I don't think they have any kids, but then they have to take care of Clifford, who's like really messed up in the head, and he never really grew up, and he's like pretty much like an adult kid that drives him nuts. Great movie. Let's see. Freddy Got Fingered. This just... Tom Green and his dad in this movie are the funniest probably out of any movie. We all remember the part where he's like, fuck you, Dad, and then the dad's like, you wanna fuck me? Come on and fuck me, go hard. Come on. We all remember that part. I couldn't get enough of that part. The Bucket List. These two old, probably grandfathers, are pretty much, they have cancer, and they're side by side on the, in a hospital, and then he's rich, and he's not, so he's like, hey, we only have a little bit longer to live, so it's on me, Jack Nicholson says to Morgan Freeman, and they just, you know, they can do whatever they want. They can do any of their bucket list, any of the things they wanted to do before they die. What Women Want. This is a good one. This is like a good Father's Day thing for daughter and their dad to watch. What Women Want. I really like this movie. I saw this in the theater with my dad. Great movie. Good movie. He basically can like, you know, he knows the thoughts of women and everything like that. Let's see. Wild Hogs. A couple of these guys are dads, and they just go on a all-out road trip. Any dad would love Wild Hogs. Let's see, guys. Trying to go fast. I got a crap load still. Sad movie. I Am Sam. I love this. I always open this up because I love the artwork on that. But, yeah, this is a great movie. He's basically mentally challenged, and the court's basically, when she turns like 6 or something, she has the same brain as he does, they're on the same level, so he can't really take care of her, so it's about how the courtrooms just kind of take her away from him. Really sad movie. Christmas with the Cranks. This is a good family movie. They decide to ditch Christmas because their kids are all grown up, and then the kids try to come home when they ditch Christmas and go on vacation and just forget about Christmas. Yeah, see? They're trying to ditch out. Great movie. I watched that tons of times. Parenthood. This is a good 1989 movie from the 80s. And let's see. Poseidon Adventure movies. The old one and the new one. I could have sworn that the father and son on this movie are kind of together and they're trying to escape the whole, you know, Poseidon, it sinks and everything. Let's see. Beethoven, he plays a really good dad in this movie, I remember. And it's just a great movie, the Beethoven movies. The Kid, this is a great movie. Bruce Willis, I was reading the back, I haven't watched this yet. But, let's see. Yeah, well, I don't know much about that movie, but it is about, like, he gets the son he always wanted, pretty much, in that movie. Let's see. Master and Commander. This is a great movie right here. Great adventure movie. Good father and son relationship going on in this movie. The son, back then, the kids grow up, like, young. Like, the guy's, like, running a boat at, like, 14 years old. Great movie. Back to the Future. We all remember the first movie. Father and son relationship in these movies. And I can't forget the saddest father and son, one of the saddest dad deaths in movie history is The Lion King. And that's a special edition. Another really sad death on dad type movies is Bambi. If I remember correctly, I think Bambi's dad gets shot in the beginning of the movie. Really sad. Junior? What the hell is that on that shit? I don't know what that is. But Junior is a great movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger's a dad and a mom somehow. However that works in this movie. Blast from the Past. Christopher Walken plays a really good role of a dad in this movie. He's just the coolest dad. I picked the American Pie movies because the dad in this movie, Eugene Levy, is just one of those fathers you always remember in a movie. Let's see. The Next Best Thing. This is weird. I got this for like $1. I was reading the back, and this is kind of about fatherhood. They're best friends. He's gay. Then they sleep together. Then they have a kid. And then she gets with someone else who's not gay. And then they kind of still want to get together or something like that. That's what I read. Probably not going to watch that one. Maybe I won't. Seems okay. Okay. About a Boy. Great movie. He basically gets a lesson about being a dad on that one. Oh man, I have a crap load still. The Family Man. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. Nicolas Cage. He basically is a selfish guy that instead of staying with his girlfriend, he chooses money and stuff like that. And then he goes like in a store and then it gets robbed. And he basically, like an angel or something, shows him what his life could have been like if he stayed with the chick. He takes him a blast in the future, or however that is, like when, you guys know, like that Christmas movie. It's like along those lines. But this is a great movie. The guy shows him what his life could have been like if he, like, you know, stayed with the chick, and he has a family. So he just wakes up one day and then he's in the family with his old girlfriend. He has kids. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to raise them. And then it's a great movie. A Perfect World. This movie's not like a father and son relationship, but they kidnap a kid, or they just take him on hostage, and there's a good relationship with the kid and Kevin Costner in that movie. I remember. Deck the Halls. This is two neighbors pretty much going at each other. They're dads, so that's a good movie. Good family movie. And let's see. And hey, you can't get more of a father and son than Jesus and God the Father, so I'm throwing in those three, you know, Jesus movies in there because, hey, his father's God. And let's see. The Way Home, Dean Cain. This is a good movie based on a true story about their kid who goes missing. And the whole town gets together and tries to search for the kid that's missing. Letters to God. This movie's a great movie about... the kid has cancer. I don't remember if it... Oh yeah, the dad's in it. I think the dad's in it. Yeah, I think so. I haven't watched this, but you know, it's a family and their kid has cancer, so I think the dad's probably in that. Fireproof. If you haven't noticed, this is my movies from my Christian section of movies, good-hearted movies. Fireproof. This movie is a really good movie. He gets saved, and or he starts. He's in a bad relationship with his wife, and then he goes to Jesus, or his parents give him this book to. It like basically tells him what God would do to make the relationship work, because him and his wife want to get a divorce, and so his dad gives him this book that fixed their marriage. Really sad movie. This movie will make you cry if you watch this with your dad. Flywheel, one of my favorite movies of all time too. Fireproof. Flywheel is the same kind of movie. It's a Christian feel. It's a movie about a car salesman who kind of was playing dirty, kind of rips people off, and then he kinds of makes it a vow to be a good influence on his son to not rip people off anymore. So everyone he ripped off, he calls back, he pays them back, he gets saved too, and everything. Let's see. By Jesus, I guess, so then that's why he's like trying to be a good car salesman. Let's see. My Girl 1, My Girl 2. This is a great Father's Day movie for you and your daughter, probably. Great movies. I don't have to speak about these movies. These are my favorite when I was a kid. And I got a couple more, guys. Only tapes now. 5 tapes. Cape Fear. This is a father's worst nightmare. A stalker stalks your family, so they face off in that movie. That's kind of Father's Day-y. Let's see. East of Eden. Good, great movie. I showed that. I also have this weird version, not the James Dean one, but another like TV movie. This one's out of print. 375 minutes on that. And this is out of print. Hard movie to find. John Steinbeck. And I got 3 tapes that are kind of father-son relationships. Everything That Rises, the TNT movie with Dennis Quaid. You guys can pause and read what that's about. And 2 more, guys. That's Life with Jack Lemmon. He's an old grandfather or father, I remember. And, you know, he's basically dying, I think. And, you know, all the family has to, you know. He's going senile, I think, or something. I think. Go Forward to the Light. Linda Hamilton. Great movie. This movie is about a couple, and the dad has to deal with the son. The son gets a blood transfusion, and in the blood transfusion, the kid gets HIV. This is based on a true story, and movie's never been on DVD, or the DVD's out of print. This is worth some money, and one of my favorite movies. This is based on a true story. I think Michael Jackson sang that song, Gone Too Soon. It was based on this movie about the true story of how he got the blood transfusion. And in that, he got HIV, and then it went to AIDS. So a really sad movie. Great movie. But that's it. That's part 2 for my Father's Day movie collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The first video, I was rushing to go to the store. I didn't really do it that well. And if you guys know by now, by watching my videos, I'm just putting all my collection on my channel just so you guys know. You can go, oh, what's about Father's Day? What's good sci-fi movies to watch? And they're like my rough drafts. I'm going to perfect all my videos, my sci-fi collection where I know the movies more. But, you know, I just like putting it out there because I have the collection. And, you know, but eventually I'm going to learn how to edit and make it really good and not mess up in the videos and stuff like that, you know. I got to learn how to edit, though, so I can put some cool music and, do some sound effects or some shit. And yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'd just like to say, I killed it in Father's Day movies for sure. I mean, I looked on the computer for like the top 10 movies. I got a few that I didn't remember about, but I killed the shit in the Father's Day movies, guys. You gotta say. Because with part 1 and part 2, it's like over like 100 movies. It's insane. But see you guys next time.